adventurers. Today, we're decoding Aquarius soul horoscope for August 2025 that promises to bring both challenges and blessings, and trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. My trusted co-host Brian is here to explain it all. So cozy up, sip something warm, and let him spill the celestial tea. Brian, take the floor.
Thank you, Maya. You always bring the cosmic vibes. Let's talk about how these planetary movements will influence our lives, and why now is the perfect time to lean into their energy. Aquarius. The whisper of August, a poetic journey through silence, souls, and surrender. There is a certain magic in the way August arrives, not with the fanfare of January nor the fiery passion of July, but like a quiet guest who slips into the room unnoticed, only to leave behind a transformed world. It doesn't knock, it doesn't demand attention, it simply appears as if summoned by the soul's own quiet longing for truth. And when it does, the universe leans in, whispering, "Now, this is the moment. Listen." You may not hear it at first, the noise of daily life, emails, obligations, the endless scroll of screens, drowns out the subtle tremors of transformation. But beneath the surface, something ancient is stirring. Not a storm, not a revolution, but a realignment, a soft, persistent recalibration of the inner compass. August is not here to change your life. It is here to remind you of the life that was always meant to be yours. The alchemy of unplanned meetings. Fate has a peculiar sense of humor. It rarely announces itself with thunder or lightning. Instead, it disguises itself as coincidence. A chance conversation at a cafe, a delayed train, a forgotten umbrella, and then out of nowhere, a sentence is spoken, seemingly insignificant, that unravels everything you thought you knew. These are the moments when the veil thins, when a stranger says something that feels like a mirror held up to your soul, when a casual remark about the weather somehow unlocks a decision you've been avoiding for years. That is the signature of August, the unexpected meeting that carries the weight of destiny. So listen, truly listen, to the people who cross your path these days. Not with the sharp, analytical mind that judges and categorizes, but with the softness of a heart that remembers how to wonder. Do not interrupt, do not rush to respond. Let their words settle in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. And if after parting you feel as though you've just stepped out of a sacred temple, clean, clear, strangely at home, then know this: you have just met a soul who was waiting for you long before you knew you were lost. Because here's the secret the universe has been keeping from you. You are not meant to walk alone. Not because you are weak, but because connection is the very fabric of existence. The stars do not shine in isolation, the ocean does not roar by itself, and neither are you meant to carry your burdens in silence. So when someone makes you feel seen, not fixed, not judged, but seen, do not let them go. Walk with them for a while. You might just find that the path ahead is not yours alone. The body knows what the mind forgets. We live in a world that worships speed. We pride ourselves on multitasking, on surviving on 5 hours of sleep, on answering messages before the screen even lights up. We wear exhaustion like a badge of honor, as if being busy were the same as being alive. But the body is not fooled. While the mind races forward, the body remembers. It remembers every unshed tear, every suppressed fear, every "I'm fine" spoken through clenched teeth. And in August it begins to speak, not in words but in sensations, a knot in the shoulders, a restlessness at 3 a.m., a sudden craving for warmth, for water, for stillness. This is not malfunction, this is mercy. The body is not your enemy, it is your oldest ally, whispering in a language older than thought. Slow down, breathe. You are not a machine, you are a living, breathing, feeling miracle. So this month, do something radical. Touch water, not just to wash your hands, but to feel it. The temperature, the flow, the way it wraps around your skin like a forgotten lullaby. Breathe deeply, not because it's good for you, but because for a few seconds you are not solving problems. You are simply being. Eat warm food, the kind that fills not just your stomach but your soul. Walk without a destination. Let someone massage your tired shoulders, or better yet, massage your own feet and thank them for carrying you this far. And if you're feeling tired, say it. If your heart is heavy, name it. The world will not collapse, the sky will not fall, but something else might. The illusion that you have to do it all alone. Because here's the punchline: the universe delivers with a wink. Nothing we push down ever stays buried. It only resurfaces. in illness, in anxiety, in relationships that feel like prisons. But when we finally speak, when we finally feel, when we finally say, I'm not okay, the magic happens. The weight lifts, space opens, and suddenly life, real, messy, beautiful life, rushes in to fill the void. August doesn't want heroes, it wants honest souls. We've been sold a lie that growth must be painful, that transformation requires sacrifice, that to be worthy we must suffer. August laughs at this. It doesn't ask for heroism, it doesn't demand grand gestures or dramatic breakups or quitting your job to become a goat farmer in the Andes, though no judgment if that's your path. No, August asks for something far more terrifying. Honesty. Honesty about what you truly want. Honesty about who you've become. Honesty about the relationships that no longer serve you. Not because anyone did anything wrong, but because you've outgrown the story. This is the quiet revolution of August, not the loud, fiery kind that makes headlines, but the silent kind that changes everything. The kind where you realize one morning that you no longer need to prove anything to anyone, that the old scripts, the ones about success, love, worthiness, no longer fit. And so, without drama, without guilt, you set them down. For those in relationships, this month may feel like a rebirth. Not necessarily a breakup, but a deep cleansing, a mutual agreement to stop playing roles and start showing up as real human beings, flaws and all. For the single ones, August may bring not the right person, but the real one, the one who makes you feel like you can finally exhale, the one who doesn't fix you because you were never broken to begin with. And family, family, that sacred, complicated web of love and history. This month, boundaries may rise like ancient walls, not to keep people out, but to define where you end and others begin. Someone may ask for help, someone may demand your energy, and for the first time you might say, I can't, and mean it, not with guilt, but with peace. Because here's the truth they don't put on motivational posters: love does not require self-annihilation. You can care deeply and still say no. You can honor your roots and still grow in a new direction. You can be kind and firm. You can be soft and strong. The silence that speaks louder than words. August will not give you answers. It is not that kind of month, but it will give you something better. Direction. If you run, it will remain silent. If you distract yourself with noise, it will offer nothing. But if you stop, truly stop, and ask even in a whisper, where do I want to go? The silence will respond, not in words, not in visions, but in a feeling, a pull, a quiet knowing that settles in your chest like a warm stone. That is the voice of your soul. Not loud, not dramatic, but unshakable. And if you're brave enough to follow it, you may find that the old patterns are the fears, the doubts, the stories you've told yourself for years simply fall away, not with a bang, but with a sigh. Like leaves letting go in autumn, they drift to the ground, making space for what comes next. You won't notice it at first, but one morning you'll wake up and realize, I am home. Not in a place, but in yourself, in your breath, in your body, in this life, messy, imperfect, and utterly yours. A final whisper with a wink. Before we part, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, this is the time to sign contracts, to file paperwork, to make decisions that require pens and notaries. Around mid-month, the stars align for closure, for ending what needs to end and beginning what needs to begin. So if you've been waiting for a sign, here it is, not in lightning, not in dreams, but in the quiet certainty that now is the time. And if this message resonated with you, if you felt, even for a moment, that someone out there gets it, then please leave a comment. Tell me what August is asking of you, what you're ready to release, what you're finally ready to welcome. Your words might be the light someone else is searching for in the dark. And so go ahead, breathe, laugh, cry, dance in your kitchen, call that person you've been avoiding. Say no to what drains you. Say yes to what sets your soul on fire, because August is here. And it is not asking for perfection. It is asking for you, raw, real, and beautifully unapologetically.
And that's a cosmic mic drop, my friends. The universe is guiding us, but only we can choose to listen. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more astro adventures, and join the conversation in the comments. Until next time, stay fearless, stay fabulous, and keep dancing to the rhythm of the cosmos. Meow off.